G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Starfield. We're on the planet Procyon 3. We've just found an interesting temple of some sorts, and it definitely had a lot of those floating objects that we saw whenever we're in the vicinity of an artifact. So definitely a very strange phenomenon, and as a result of interacting with the temple, we now have some special sci-fi powers, and we can essentially manipulate gravity against enemies. There we go. It's a Z key, and that essentially would let us, you know, levitate certain enemies for a period of time. Unfortunately, it can't really be used to levitate ourselves, and I sort of made this observation in the previous episode, and it would have been cool if we could levitate ourselves as well, but I guess maybe that might make certain sections of the game a little bit too easy. Anyway, we do have to return to the lodge, and I mean, I'm keen on doing that, but I figure maybe we should do that a little bit later. Oh god, alright, well, let's maybe not get too close to these guys. I'm feeling like Barrett might need a weapon upgrade, because it seems like this weapon's not really doing too much damage.
Hey, Captain. Need help with it? I might have some room.
Let's see what we can do. So, if we go back, this is the only weapon he's got. I'll take it from him, and then we'll actually give him one of the weapons that we're not using here. Maybe he can have... Oh my god, look at this. Wakizashi? I mean, this is basically a katana, right? Wow. That's pretty cool. Almost tempting to make me want to, you know, try out like melee. Okay, so he could take the Nova Blast, but I sort of want to give that a try sometime soon. Maybe we'll give him the Beowulf. I know we're using it currently, but I think we can maybe switch this out with the Nova Blast, and he can use the Beowulf instead. So, alright. Now let's take a look and just make sure that he is actually using that weapon. There we go. Yeah, okay. Seems like I do have to make sure that he equips it before we move on. Yeah, there he goes. He's got it in his hand now. So hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit more damage to enemies with Barrett around. Now, considering we have swapped things around, let's just make sure that we slot the Nova Blast into slot 6, and I'm just thinking here, but perhaps maybe we do want to switch one of our other weapons out. I don't know, I think maybe we'll keep the Nova Light, and maybe we'll switch out the Urban Eagle to the Old Earth pistol, M911. Alright. Cool. So that should give us a chance to just give a few things a try. Now, tempting to just go back to the lodge immediately, but I do want to try and scan all the things. So why don't we do that? I think I also mentioned that there was probably an area that we should check out before we move on. So let's check out the life signs. Hopefully we'll uncover that one last question mark that we've got going on, and hopefully we find some other stuff on the way as well, you know.
Nice. Scanned data can be fairly valuable.
Okay, looks like Barrett's in trouble. He should be able to defend himself though, so I'm not gonna give him a hand. I'm sure he'll make it back to us in one piece. Okay. Maybe... Okay. My goodness. Alright. That didn't pan out so well for us. Okay. Well, let's continue on, shall we? After disrupting all of the life on this planet just to scan everything. Okay, got these little guys over here. Do want to scan these guys. Just need one more. There we go. Very good. So apparently there is still 5 types of alien life that we need to try and find. I really don't know whether or not we'll have some luck finding these things here, or if we need to land in a completely different area. But maybe it might be a good idea just to check out the planetary view, see if there are new biomes that we haven't visited, and then sort of proceed to make our way there.
Irvin would have loved to work on a planet with this kind of life.
Okay, so I wonder if this is a pistol or actually it might be a shotgun, a laser shotgun, since it has only 5 rounds in it. Considering the aesthetic, it's probably not a pistol. That's what we need to scan there, an unknown feature. Coral pond. There we go. Alright. So I think we might be done in this area. Why don't we check out the planetary map? And yeah, I'll make a decision as to where we need to go. There's spaceship debris here. Frozen plains, we're at 60% for frozen plains. 88% for wetlands, and I feel like that's where we are currently. I'm thinking maybe we visit the spaceship debris here, because I feel like that's in the biome that we need to visit anyway. Guys, something's just come up, so I'm just gonna be back in one moment. Okay guys, I am back. Sorry about that. Alright. Just real life needing something, you know. Alright, we are... Ah yes, at the landing area where there's spaceship debris, we do need to just explore and check out what's going on with this spaceship debris. Who knows? We might find something interesting. And obviously there's all the stuff that we haven't scanned yet, which I'm hoping we'll be able to find within the area. What's going on here? Okay, that's actually a pretty large spaceship. Animal over here. Hunting shield shell. We have seen these things. We haven't exactly scanned a lot of them.
Ah, I would have scanned that too.
Okay, let's see if we can work our way down here. Don't know if we'll have any enemies to deal with, or maybe just a quick search for survivors. I don't know if there's a way for us to get inside the ship. Maybe over here. Okay, apparently we've got some joint pain. I'm guessing maybe that's because we've been jumping around like crazy and falling down without really breaking that fall with the boost pack. Ship parts I'll take. Okay, apparently our prognosis has improved for the pain. I think if you're in an area where you're considered to be sort of protected or in cover of some sort, maybe things improve. I thought someone might have been living here, but there's a lot of blood here. Maybe there was a survivor or something, maybe they've perished already. Okay, no clues as to whether or not we need to follow a trail to find survivors or what the deal is. Maybe it's just a matter of getting all of the loot. Alright, well, let's move on. I'm just gonna see if there's any other points of interest here. There's a couple of, I guess, structures. Okay, that's an interesting marker. I'm not entirely sure I've seen that before. We'll head that way, and hopefully we'll bump into stuff that we haven't scanned yet. Okay, and our sprain prognosis has improved once again, but we're still not cured apparently. And look, I don't really feel too much of a difference. So I'm not sure if I really need to fix this problem or not. So we've got a wind farm here. I don't really know if there are people here or not. Oh yes, there are. Friendlies. That's very nice. I'm not entirely sure about going inside. Yeah, there we go. The sprain has actually cured itself, so didn't really need to do too much. just needed to walk it off, basically. Got life signs there, which we have scanned. And yeah, I'm just not entirely sure if we'll find any other types of life here. Oh, okay, it does EM damage. Alright. Not entirely sure if that's what we want. There we go, 100% on that one. But then I'm not sure if we need to stay here or if we should be perhaps maybe looking at landing in another position on this planet. Let's just check out the map once more. So we've got frozen plains. We're still at 80% apparently. Wetlands 80% as well. Okay. So there must be other stuff that we need to try and find here. And these are perhaps maybe the only two types of biomes available to us. What the hell is that? Gossamer Scavenger. Okay. I wasn't expecting to have to look into the air to try and find some of these things.
Exhilarating, isn't it? To be the first person to scan these things.
Alright, I might run towards the life signs over there. And I'm really hoping that we'll find all of the things on the way. But if we're not successful, I think maybe we'll move on to go back to the lodge, because as you guys know, I don't really like continuing to do the same thing for too long. I like to just mix things up, and yeah, I think it's going to get a little bit boring if we continue to just do scanning. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the Nova Blast, guys. Doesn't seem to be very good. If you're into doing passive damage, I guess it might be good, but mustn't forget to actually look into the air. Whatever is living on this planet, it's very elusive. Can't seem to find what I'm looking for. Oh wow, look at that. Very, bright. Can't seem to scan this thing though. Suppose maybe it doesn't really count because we've already found the 3 anomalies that we needed to find. Okay, I don't really see any more of those flying aliens about either, so look, let's make our way back to the ship and let's go to the lodge, because...
Ah, hello, ship. This place needs more decorations, don't you think?
Yeah. But I won't decorate too much, because I guess we might be changing up our ship every now and then, and I would have to redecorate again anyway, so we may as well decorate when we're, you know, really happy with the ship and that we're going to have like a quote-unquote permanent ship. Anyway, time to make our way back to the lodge. Yeah, we should be able to fast travel.
Hey, you might want this.
He's got something for us?
You've got my attention, Captain. Oh, right. Almost forgot about it. This is for you.
Alien stew. He keeps giving us some food. I don't know if maybe different companions give you different things.
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Okay, Vlad's here.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
It was a building, like a temple.
An entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Okay, so we need to use anti-grav in front of Vlad. Maybe we can just anti-grav everyone here.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
I'm gonna use this everywhere. That's true. it was the temple. It did this.
So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
Intriguing. Need to think about my own artifact sometime. But I'm not sure I want to use it until I know more.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time.
So you can't just find all the temples for the artifacts we already have?
Not all at once. You'll need to take the home voyage after you found each one. Should hopefully have more potentials for you then.
I'll follow up on the other anomaly you found. Hopefully it's another temple.
Don't think it's just fortunes left that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
I got some stuff on my mind.
Nice.
When you have the time.
13,000 credits and 2 Paramore. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Apparently, Stroud now has something for us. Let's just take a look at our mission list. So there's a couple of things for Constellation now. Power from Beyond. Acquire the power on Indum 2. Or we can do this thing that Walter's asking us to do. It could potentially be a personal request. But then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we haven't exactly looked into either. So I'm keen on actually maybe clearing up some of this stuff. Then not to mention all of the activities. So, Dream Home, yes, 125,000 credits. Arguably, we had enough money for that. Again, I've been playing around with ships, which has been costing me a lot of money. Mantis. I'm kind of curious to go to Denebula 1B. Let's just take a look at that. Yeah, okay. So we haven't explored a lot of these systems yet. And apparently we need to be level 30 here. We might actually be at level for that. Let's just take a look at our skills. Actually, hang on. Does it say what level we are? No, we're level 21. So definitely not ready for it just yet. Although, I suppose with these types of games, you could just go there if you wanted to. I'm sort of taking my time. Let's see. One more skill point. I sort of want to go into tech because I really want to try and get into starship design. Your ship's top speed is increased by 10%. Energy ship weapons have 10% increased damage and cost 15% less to use in targeting mode. Your ship has 20% increased shield capacity. I mean, or we can go with payloads. It's still locked. Make 10 grav jumps with 75% or more of maximum cargo capacity. Right, I should be doing this. I guess we keep fast traveling everywhere, so we don't exactly use the grav jump all the time. So maybe I want to make a mental note to do grav jumps every now and then. I'm thinking shield systems, guys, because this will keep us alive for longer during those space battles. So let's do it. And yeah, it's only the one skill that we have. Right. Well, plenty of things to do. Constellation, I think, can wait at the moment. One thing that I do want to do while we have a little bit of downtime here is also just check on the crew. And now that the ship actually has space for more crew members, I feel like maybe we could bring Sam, and also maybe Sarah with us. I mean, with Barrett, he is unassigned, but he is technically on the ship with us, isn't he? I'm sort of also thinking that Barrett's been with us for a while now. Maybe we'll get Sarah to tag along with us instead. It's been a while.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home.
Or maybe Sam.
my family.
Where is Sarah, by the way?
hope it
Oh,
feels
here
that way for
she
you too.
is. Let's have a chat.
Can I help? Yes?
Are you ready to head back out?
Always. Point the way and we'll be off.
Sarah! Sarah, good to see you again, my dear friend. I expect to hear some exciting tales when you two return.
I'll try, but I doubt any of them will compare to the spectacular tales that we hear you spin.
Sure, I've got a minute.
Alright, so now that we've done that, what I'm going to do is actually chuck Sam, and maybe we'll get Barrett in on the ship as well. So, oh yeah, here we go. So we've only got one on the ship at the moment. We can add another 4. So let's get Sam there. We'll get Andrea there as well. And Barrett. And you've reached the maximum number of crew assignments with your current ship command level. Oh, right. Well, in that case, maybe Andrea can stay here, and we'll just get Barrett and Sam on the ship. So yeah, okay, so it's 3 out of 5. Vasco's on the ship as well. And I suppose we need to increase another specific skill here. Ship command? Where is that? Or maybe it's in social. Okay, here it is. So spend 10 more skill points in social to try and get that. And rank 3 for persuasion is still quite far off. And I'm finding that it's very, very difficult to progress the social tech tree. So, anyway.
You need something?
We've got all the people that we can for the ship. Now we just need to decide what we're going to do next. And considering the dire situation with the Terramorph that we dealt with recently, I think we should try and deliver this sample. So we're off to Mars to do that. So yes, let's go back to the ship. Actually, we can just jump to the ship here. And yeah, I'm, again, making a mental note here to actually use our grav drive instead of, you know, fast traveling everywhere all the time.
This never gets old. Lift off! And we're back where we belong.
Okay, so let's actually set a course here. So, well, I probably make my way there manually. So Mars. Yep. Let's set a course and let's jump. Probably just need to put some energy in there. Oh, actually no, we've got quite a bit of energy in the grav drive already.
Be advised,
you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Okay, Cool. So let's actually land. Yeah, I guess we just need to go here. Speak with Layla. Can't remember if that's the person that we need to speak to or if that's a completely different activity. Probably the latter.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Okay, cool. Oh yes, Sarah's with us. Very good. Actually, Barrett probably has a lot of stuff that we need to offload. And speaking of offloading stuff, maybe I should get that done right now as well. Where's the ship tech? Ship tech's over there. Actually, we're looking for a trading panel. Okay, it's not here. Maybe it's next to the ship tech. My bad. This place is actually quite large, isn't it? There's a whole bunch of stuff down there, which I'm not entirely sure we have actually looked at. Okay, so let's do a bit of trading here. So I don't know if I want to maybe give this to Sarah. Maybe later. We can think about giving Sarah some new things. Cutter, we do need. Orion, we can get rid of. This side star, I think I'm sort of keeping that because potentially we might want to do some stealth at close quarters. Oh my god. Alright, this is yet another weapon that we haven't played around with. Disassembler. Okay. So much for offloading stuff. Maybe we've got other things that we can get rid of? Chameleon Deep Seeker Space Helmet. This looks badass, but doesn't really have very good stats. Let's get rid of it. Mines. Get rid of mines. Don't want to get rid of the badge, I don't think. I think that's all we can really do here. I am gonna switch to the ship. I'm gonna see if there's anything that we can get rid of from there. Modified Urban Eagle. Yeah, get rid of that. Spacesuits, no, we don't want to get rid of the Constellation spacesuit. Or the Vanguard Pilot Pack. Or the Vanguard Space Helmet. Or the Constellation Space Helmet, so we need to keep all of that. Apparel. Chunks Cap, yep, we can get rid of that. Nightwear. I don't think we need the nightwear, or do we want to keep it? Maybe we'll keep it. Just for, you know, shits and giggles. Alright. So, I sort of want to keep all of that. Throwables, we've got 3 frag grenades here. I don't know why. But maybe we should pick that up next time we go back to the ship. Yeah, so no, we don't need Eggman desk assistance. I wonder if this is all the stuff that we had from the Frontier when we originally got the ship. But I think a lot of this stuff might be weighing us down, so... Yeah, okay, we've ran out of credits from the vendor here, so... the ship is looking okay though. Has 117 out of 160 mass. Or actually no, that might be our own mass, my bad. I don't know why we're not seeing the ship's mass. That would have been better, I would say, but...
Got anything you need to offload?
All good, all good. Alright, so let's just tag this mission. Alright. And we need to ask about Percival at the Trade Authority. Yes, that's right. So Percival is a bit difficult to find, so we're going to have to ask a few questions around Sidonia to see if we can get a lead as to where he is. Or she. Could Percival be both a man and a woman's name? I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, regardless, we need to find this person and deliver the samples. Try and figure out if there are any terramorphs on any other systems that we might have to deal with.
How's it going? Can I help you?
This is the Trade Authority, right? So maybe we can do a little bit of selling here as well. Manaki Almonte.
Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out.
Let's see. Yeah, let's make some trades.
Cool. That's what we do here.
Alright, cool. So sell from ship inventory. Let's take a look at miscellaneous stuff. And yeah, he can have all of this stuff that we don't need. I guess maybe all of this stuff we could have maybe used to decorate the ship, but I don't exactly need it, so. I wonder if a lot of these random items appear if you buy a completely new module or hab, you know. That could potentially be the reason why our ship has so much weight in it. Yeah, we'll sell all of that. Oh, actually, no. I don't want to sell Digipix. Display projector. Yeah. Double bone horn. Yeah, sure. Actually, I don't know if a lot of these things might actually appear in the ship. That could be a thing as well. We've got a lot of materials here, which might be weighing us down a little bit as well, but you never know when we need some of this stuff. Helium-3. Yeah. Trade Authority still has quite a lot of money, though. Let's see. It's a bit hard to decide what to sell, actually, because I also don't want to make the ship look like completely barren, if that makes sense. I still want the ship to feel like it's lived in. Anyway, I think we've done enough selling from the ship. Maybe we'll just go back to the ship and check on what the weight is looking like.
Martian winds blew in.
That was probably the friendliest Trade Authority person that we've dealt with so far.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh, not here for a delivery, are you?
Nope.
A permit has been retroactively granted for the artist behind
Captain Blue, Vanguard, I need Percival Walker's help investigating the troubling discovery.
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
What sort of discipline issue are we talking here?
Dr. Walker decided to start brewing and selling his own pharmaceuticals to our customers below cost. Something his contract expressly forbade. As such, we requested our cut of the profits and began garnishing his salary. Perhaps a little too severely, but well within legal limits. It was around then that he ran off, abandoning his duty and his unpaid accounts.
Okay. Well, depending on the meds that he's making, I'm not entirely sure if I am siding with him or the trade authority in this case. He could be doing people some good, you know. You don't sound particularly interested in finding him.
That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
Yeah. I feel you on that. So far our experience with the Trade Authority, with the exception of the guy at the front, has been pretty dismal. How much does he owe?
Why? Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
I'm not your bill collector. I just need to know how to find him.
I couldn't have put that better myself.
Pity.
Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
Okay. Speak to the miners at the Sixth Circle. Alright, well, Sarah, let's get going. Okay, calm down, Sarah. I want to find this guy as much as you do.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
And what if I like drinking around morons? And can I drink here? Devils? What are you talking about?
The hell are you from? The Red Devils? Best fighters since the Spartans? This is our bar, so folks like you can go drink at the Spear.
Hadrian Sannon sent me. I'm looking for a man named Walker.
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker?
Okay. I guess I might get some answers from the bartender.
Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker?
Is that a picture of Hadrian there in the background? I'm making a delivery for Hadrian Sannon. Look, I even have proof she sent me.
That's so. Now if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. Alright. Maybe she did send you. Or maybe you just know where to buy your fakes. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
You and Percival were both Red Devils. Can you tell me about them?
Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. That's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC xeno-weapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with xeno-weapons got shelved, Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory.
Yeah, Red Devils, we did read quite a lot about them, maybe in episode 2 or 3 of the playthrough, when we were at that Xeno Warfare research facility. You work with Xeno weapons?
Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it. Before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. And understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement.
And how would you suggest I go about clearing Percival's name?
Well... most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
But, one friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
I'll see if I can get rid of the debt.
And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Alright.
Hey, you may be Hadrian's friend. Come here.
Ooh. Okay. Let's have a chat with this guy. Cambridge Cooper.
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
Why? Do you know where I can find him?
Oh, no. I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right?
Doesn't sound like I really have another option to find him.
Yeah, sure. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
Aqueous hematite? What the hell is that?
It's mostly iron in about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. But it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it, makes it into something new. And we think we found a use for it.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, I'm Cambridge. I was Percival's assistant. Well, apprentice, really. Couldn't work in the mines anymore, so he gave me a job helping with some of his side projects. Knows experiments inside and out, and I know this one was gonna be big.
Projects. Were you guys making chems or something?
No. Well, yes, but the medical kind. I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the trade authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some.
I presume there's a reason you haven't handed it over already.
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh dear. I believe I see where this is leading.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
What happened to the jobs on Mars?
Biggest employer on Mars has always been Deimos Star Yards. After the Colony War, armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships. Fewer ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here.
It's an awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help.
Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far, shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Okay, well, we've got a couple of different ways to try and get to Percival here, and one of them involves trying to break into the trade authority's mainframe and to actually try to, you know, fudge the numbers, so to speak, and then, you know, the bartender will essentially pay the rest of the debt. But I'm not entirely sure if we really want to go through that route, because it does mean we're going to be doing something illegal, and I don't know, I want to try and stay on the right side of the law, although it might be pretty exciting to sort of sneak around a little bit and try and, you know, I guess do a little bit of Robin Hood type work, you know, because it's for a good cause, I assume. But I think maybe facing off against these spaces might be the answer that we're looking for. It sounds a little bit more straightforward, and I mean, we've been blasting away at enemies for quite a while now in this series, so I think that's definitely the pathway that we're going to choose. I am going to call it an episode here though, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this one. I know it hasn't been the most exciting, but I think we've progressed a little bit of the Constellation you know, quest line, and now we're just getting into something else. Hopefully we'll find this Dr. Percival in the next episode. Alright, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.